Hey, how you guys doing? Glad to see y'all back. Tuning in on my page. Make sure you follow at EO Alkaline Store on Instagram, and also you'll see my link on the YouTube. Go and check our YouTube channel as well. So what today I was going to talk to you about is a little bit about acid reflux. I had a few people reach me and they're like, how would it help with that as far as the water? What would it do for me? I myself have suffered from acid reflux bad. I know a few people that have GERD. If you're not familiar with GERD, is a gastroesophageal reflux disease. It's basically when bile reverses back from the stomach and comes up into the throat, irritating the lining of the throat. When this happens, it's very painful. If you find yourself having heartburn once or more than twice a week, it's a very good sign that you have GERD. Now, most of the time, what will happen is people will revert to a doctor or they'll go to their local drugstore. And going to your drugstore, you'll pick up what is called an antacid. Now, if you haven't had a chance to go and look up about antacids, you may want to check it out. The main ingredient in antacid is baking soda. Also, there's two different types of baking soda, but it's very strong baking soda, which is good. Basically what happens is baking soda is a base, okay? And it helps to alkaline your body. It helps to alkaline your blood because it's alkaline in itself. But it is a mineral. With continued use, you'll notice that one of the side effects of using this continuously, or you using an antacid or prescribed antacid, is you'll have many different side effects. Some are like very tired, chronic going to the bathroom, or decreasing going to the bathroom, impaction of your bowels. Another thing that it could affect is also your reproduction system, the lining of your heart, as far as weakening your heart, high blood pressure, even death. Definitely check it out whenever you're dealing with it. The best way for you to be able to go and deal with acid reflux and GERD is to keep an alkaline diet. So I'm just going to show you a little bit. If you look over here, this is what you would call an alkaline or a pH chart, okay? Everybody has a certain makeup to their body, okay? Now, when you're born, in the amniotic fluid, you're slightly alkaline, about 7.3. If you go to the hospital and you have to get an IV bag, your blood is slightly alkaline, 7.2, 7.3. So we were born naturally alkaline. But as we go through life, when we start partaking in foods that are more acidic, it starts to wear on our body. It has a rusting effect, similar to like if you leave your hammer outside or a tool outside and it's raining and it starts to rust it. That's the same thing that's happening to your body. Just to give you an idea, let's just take something like drinks, right? Everybody, if you ever drank soda or if you drink these energy drinks, then you're familiar with them. You've seen them in the store, okay? The thing is about when you're drinking these things, the more acid that goes into your body, the more it's aging on you, the more it's breaking your body down. But there's hope still. So here's an example. This is soda. For those that work on cars out there, if your battery post ever goes bad on your battery, just use a little bit of soda, it cleans it right off. Funny enough is that soda, batteries, car batteries, and your stomach have about the same acidity. So it's that strong. Now, I know some of y'all would be like, well, if I have acid reflux, the last thing I would do is I drink water. Well, the thing is, that's probably the best thing you can do. The reason why I say the best thing you can do is because water, let's say if it was tap water is slightly alkaline. They make sure it's slightly alkaline on purpose. So because it's alkaline, it'll help to go slow down and help to relieve a lot of the acidity that's in your system. So one thing you gotta keep in mind is that, let me get a little Kangen water here. One of the major contributors to your body being able to regulate acid is your liver. So when your liver is highly alkaline, it's about 9 point on the pH scale. If you look at the pH scale, What happens when it reaches a certain point, like let's say it's triggered by fat that you're ingesting into your body, it'll start to dump bile into your small intestine. And that is what helps to go and break down your food and your fat. Well, if you find yourself that you're not producing enough bile, what will happen is it starts to go and develop even more acid in the stomach in order to go and break it down. If this happens, it's not controlled, or let's say you have a large meal or you eat at night and you lay down right after you eat, what happens is it'll develop too much, or it's not able to handle it, and it'll back up into your system and up into your throat. And that's where you get the GERD and that painful reaction that you wake up in the middle of the night. So this right here are called pH drops, okay? You've probably seen them for your pool, to go and test the chlorine in your pool, whatever it may be. This right here is just going to test the alkaline of the product that you're taking. So Aquafina, very acidic. Dasani, acidic. Evian. Now this is a spring water. If y'all have access to spring water, I would say, definitely drink spring water. If you don't have access to one of these machines, it's really great to have spring water. They're slightly alkaline and everything, help out a lot. But if you're drinking stuff like energy drinks, sodas, and coffee all the time, these are so highly acidic, they'll really raise the acid in your system, okay? Now, Kangen water is highly alkaline. On the scale of the pH scale, you'll see this is 9.5. Now, let's say that you've been drinking these, drinks all your life. Okay, this is how you've been living. You live a lifestyle where you eat highly acidic foods. I totally understand. I mean, we're all going to get some ice cream now and then. We're all going to get these foods that don't contain a lot of water. You're hungry. You're going to grab something. Now, just because that you're actually drinking doesn't mean that you can't reverse the process of what's happening to your body. Kangen water is alkalizing. It's not like alkaline water, where alkaline water is treated with baking soda, salt to go and make it, alkaline. It's actually alkalizing. So it has the ability to reverse the process of what oxidity has been doing to your body, bring it to a more alkaline state and soothe that acid that's in your stomach that's been coming to your throat. Even if you're drinking spring water, it'll help even make it stronger and alkalize it as well. But here's the problem. Say you're drinking even stronger things, sodas, energy drinks, right? You're eating a lot of meat. I'm not saying you can't eat meat. Don't get me wrong. But if you're eating a lot of red meat is very highly acidic in your system. It takes a long time to break down. It's hard to break down. And I know I'm probably have flack about this, but listen, you can get protein from your fruits and vegetables, from even beans, whatever it may be. I'm not telling you to stop eating red meat, but if you are going to eat red meat, just make sure that you're doing everything you can to alkalize yourself after you're done eating. The best way you can do that, don't drink anything for 30 minutes before you eat or after you eat. When you start your meal, well, at least 45 minutes before your meal, make sure you have something very alkalizing. That way it gets your liver fired up. When you start eating, get something acidic, like I would say Bragg's apple cider vinegar. That's really good. Just sip a couple sips in between bites, and this will really increase the acidity level in your system to help break down your food. After you're done, wait 30 minutes, and then go and get some Kangen water or some alkaline to go and help you. Now, if you do that practice, you'll be great. The only problem is that if you're taking stuff that is very highly acidic, it's going to take a lot to bring you out of that acidity state. So much, in fact, that say you were doing good and you're staying alkaline. You've been drinking alkaline water, but you know what? I'm just going to grab a real quick drink, or let me go get a soda, or I'm really in the mood for some steak, whatever it may be. It's so acidic that it could even cause something that's Kangen water to pull you right out of your alkaline state. Now, the more alkaline you are, the better you are to help go and control your acid reflux. Make sure you don't eat before you go to bed. If you're going to eat before you go to bed, give yourself at least 45 minutes before you actually lay down. And don't expect that, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and drink something alkaline and it's going to be all good. It's a process. Everything takes time. It took time for you to get your body in the state that it is now to where you're having acid reflux, so it's going to take time to pull it out of it. But if you have one of these, it'll help speed the process up for you and make it a lot easier for you to be able to get out of that state. So right now, I know you're in pain. You're doing everything you can, and you're looking for some answers. If I can help, go ahead and message me. I'll go ahead and go and get you access to the water, so that way you can go and get yourself healthy, and you can go and get yourself, out of that state, because it's painful. I know how it feels.
You have a lot of viewers and a lot of people out here showing you some love on here.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey, I really appreciate everybody that's been following and staying in touch with me. I'll be here for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to go and reach out. Like I said, go ahead and make sure you inbox me. You can check me out. I'll be here at the Kangen Water store, EO Alkaline store, doing everything I can to go and help y'all, okay? Until then, y'all stay green, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.